name's Yasmin Khan and I'm a market researcher for the insurance sector. Now today we're going to be discussing income protection insurance with Kesh Thukaram, co-founder of Best Insurance, who are one of the UK's leading specialists in income protection insurance sector. Now Kesh, I know your business is predominantly online and buying protection products can be quite confusing. And I can see from your website you actually provide a list of information including downloads and hints and tips. What's the reason for this?
We sell online and the predominant of the business is online, but we also have phones and a chat system so customers can talk to us in whichever form that's convenient to them. When customers buy, they like to research a lot because the kind of policies we sell tend to be one of the last resort when everything goes wrong for the customer. And it's about their income and protecting families. So they tend to research a lot, which is why we felt online was perhaps the best way so that they have all the information and are empowered to make the right decision that's going to suit their circumstance.
Yeah. And it's also, quite nice for customers, isn't it, to buy online at their own leisure, feel comfortable with the choice that they've made.
Correct, indeed. That's one of the reasons why we wanted to go online. So there's unlimited access to the customer. They can log in anytime they want, download any number of documents they want. And we see customers come several times before they make a decision to buy or call us. Right. And a lot of them do call us before they buy, which is actually quite a good practice.
Yeah. So what happens if I've only recently taken a job?
To buy the policies, one has to be employed or self-employed. So long as you're in a job, it's okay. There are a few other conditions though one must be aware of. Generally should be about 18 years and less than the retirement age specified by the government, which is currently 65. So that's very important. And it's also important that there's a very steady monthly income coming through, which can be proved. So these are some of the fundamentals that's required to buy these policies.
Right. And can I make a claim?
You can buy the policy if you've recently taken a job. In fact, it's actually quite a good housekeeping to do anyway. But in order to make a claim, most insurers specify that you must have been at least for 6 months in continuous employment prior to the date of making a claim. Some insurers insist on 12 months, so it's actually a fairly important point to look into the policy wordings before you make a decision to buy.
And is the information clearly defined on the website?
Yeah, you're correct. We try our best to make it accessible and clearly define it. But as some customers, in fact, a lot of customers do, it's not a bad idea to call us to just reconfirm the understanding, because even though we try our best to make it as simple and clear in simple English, it still can be a bit confusing. Yeah. So customers do call us, or most of them these days even chat with us before they buy.
Now I know that you mentioned reading the policy wordings before buying, but does everyone really read and digest the policy wordings?
Some customers actually make an effort, but what we find is most customers are very clear in terms of what they want. And we recommend customers when they speak to us to make a list of things that they really want the policy to cover. And that's a very nice place to start, because some customers find understanding policy wordings a real difficult thing. Because it can be a lot of legal language in the policy wordings. The key facts documents are generally quite simpler to read and digest. However, the best place for customers to start is knowing what they actually want. So when customers talk to us, we ask them to write down a list of things they're after, and then they share it with us. And it's generally a good place to start, and we make sure we give the right information to the customer so that they buy the product they really need.
Yeah. So what about your monthly income? As surely, this is very relevant. Is that correct?
The monthly income is very important. You're very correct. The reason why monthly income is important is, regardless of the policy people buy, payment protection or income protection, it is used as a very fundamental underwriting criteria, because to a large extent it determines the benefit amount the customers are eligible for. So yes, it's a very important factor.
So what happens then is, say, if I change my mortgage payment at a later date? Also, for example, Kesh, if the mortgage is in my partner's name but I'm paying, can I cover this amount?
The answer to your first question, what happens if the mortgage changes? Most insurers generally allow a 10% variation, but sometimes the mortgage payments can vary beyond 10%. So it's generally a good idea to call the insurer or call us if there's a change in the mortgage payment. We call this in the insurance world as a midterm adjustment, and we do not charge anything for making midterm adjustments, and hence it's very important that customers do call us when there's a change in their outgoing. In terms of your second question, which is does the policy cover if you pay for your partners. Well, it really depends on who is liable to pay the mortgage. If the liability to pay the mortgage rests purely with your partner, then I'm afraid we can't, or the insurers won't accept you being the policy holder.
Right.
So the policy holder has to be the person who pays the mortgage.
So Kesh, how do online brokers manage this?
We try our best to give as much information as possible right across the website. And as Best Insurance, we've also made sure that the forms are designed in such a way that if customers by mistake insert a wrong number, it generally alerts them and gives them enough warning to make sure that they do the right thing. And finally, we ensure that customers read the declaration statement, wherein all details are given as to what the policy covers or doesn't cover for that matter. We also make sure to give customers the key facts and the policy wordings before they make the decision to buy. And hence we try our best to make sure that customers do get all the information they need. We're also very happy for customers to call us or chat with us and get more information.
Brilliant, thank you Kesh. It really does sound, like Best Insurance give that one-to-one personal service. I've got one final question for you. Can I speak to someone on a live chat, say while I'm at work?
Yes, indeed. In fact, we are one of the few insurers who offer the live chat facility to our customers. And the reason we find it very important is to make sure that the customers have privacy of buying these policies, and they can chat with us as long as they need, and before they make a decision to buy. We can also send customers the complete transcripts of what they've chatted with us, just as a record of what they have mentioned to us or we have mentioned to them. And yes, it is increasingly becoming a very, very popular option for customers to use before they buy.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Kesh.
It's been nice talking to you, Yasmin. If somebody wants to know more about us, they can go onto our website, which is www.bestinsurance.co.uk. Alternatively, they can call us or chat with us, and we'll be more than delighted to help.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Kesh. And this is Yasmin Khan for Team TV.